A Senate Bill 2781. Imagine this. Imagine a former elected official uses campaign money to make political contributions, then soon turns around and becomes a lobbyist. The state catches it, but instead of having room to impose a very tough penalty, the fine is capped at a set formula. What the bill says it does. Senate Bill 2781 says it creates clear limits on civil penalties for certain campaign finance violations tied to lobbying activity. It frames the change as a way to make enforcement more defined and predictable. What it actually does? This means the Texas Ethics Commission loses some flexibility to punish serious violations at the high end. It also means lobbyists and former office holders gain more certainty about the most they could ever owe, even in larger dollar cases. Who benefits? Lobbyists covered by these rules. Former office holders who later become lobbyists. People and firms that want predictable penalty exposure. Who pays the price? The public, if weaker deterrence leads to more risk-taking. Ethics enforcement, because penalties become easier to calculate and potentially easier to absorb. Anyone expecting stronger accountability for political money violations. Why it matters. Rules around political money are supposed to make people think twice before crossing the line. When penalties become predictable and capped, well-connected people with money behind them may start treating violations as a manageable cost instead of a serious warning. That matters because everyday Texans rely on ethics laws to help keep power honest. Bottom line, Senate Bill 2781 makes ethics penalties more predictable for lobbyists and former office holders, but that same predictability can make enforcement less intimidating where it should be strongest.